You ready? This is big. This is everything short sales are about. The bank's responsibility is to say no. I'm right. I'm 100% right. Now, when I sent this to Patty Guilford last night, one of my best friends and one of the best mitigators in the country, she went, "What? That's insane." What did I teach everybody in this room day one? Make me care. That's all I've ever taught you. Make me care. What story are you telling me? Make me care. Because as it stands right now, no. That's the thing I have taught all of you in this room that have been with me that long. Day one, hour one, second one. Make me care. Make me care. Because you know what? I'm getting paid on Friday. You're not. You want to know what the old school asset manager looks like? I am not your friend. I am not your buddy. I get paid by an entity that has told me to cut out your throat and feed it to you. They sit and they laugh at you in boardrooms and they talk about people as percentages like it's a war. That's the truth. Lee.Honish, the asset manager, is... I can't even, look, and this is usually the point in the seminar where I summon him up so you can all see what it looks like one time. I can't even do it anymore. It's disgusting. That's what it is. How do I take it from you? Make me care about that file. That's your job. Tell me that's not what they're demonstrating. Every single day with somebody making $12.50 a freaking hour. Telling you, a seasoned, licensed real estate professional who has been positioned by NAR, CAR, FAR, and everybody else on the planet, that you are out of position and you better do it their way. Wow, I want to do short sales. Where do I sign up? 75% of the national market is short sales, yet 40 to 50% of the agents are the only ones doing short sales. What the hell is going on in this scenario? And I wish I didn't feel that it was my fault. I really wish I didn't feel that this was my fault, that it's gone so sideways. And it's not arrogance on my part. It just drives me every day to get up and make sure somebody knows it the right way. There are a couple new people, other than like every short sale genius person in the room. It's the whole room today. All right. These are your 4 players. They are all motivated by their ego. The thing you have to remember is there is one last individual in this transaction. It is the bank. It is an entity. It has its own physical life and life force. You must treat it like a person, more or less like a loan shark, personally based on the way I like my philosophies to roll on them. They're the easiest way, because ultimately that's the only way you're getting paid. And if all 5 of those points don't line up in time and space, you are not closing your transaction. It is why short sales are now closing at an astonishing low rate again. Would you like to pinpoint when that all went sideways too? I got an idea. It's approximately 6 months ago. All right, again, maybe it's not my fault. Maybe. But again, what is the possibility of the perception of agents declining, short sales closing less, coinciding exactly with the time when I stopped speaking? One of them, maybe. The odds would be a little bit lower, but both of them? I can keep going. There's a whole lot of things that actually occurred at the same time. Half of fails, everything goes sideways all at the same point. I can give you a lot of contributing factors on why this market is so bad. Which brings me to my engine. I'm getting ready to premiere this for Short Sale Genius people. By all means, go visit shortsalegeni.us. Send me an email. I'll get you all the info. I got stuff for you guys. I'm gonna do some really cool stuff. All right. For all the people who've seen me, how's this? Much better presentation? Is it understandable now for the first time?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. All right, I got freebies. My event. Oh, geez, event where you get that. Water in the back. In my office. I didn't really mean it that way. That's bad. Short Sale Genius put on the best 3-hour no-cost event on the face of the planet. I just happen to be in my office. I barely pay anything for my room. This is in my office building. It's a great office building. I actually got this whole big empty office building because I'm going to build the largest mitigation company in the United States on flat fee. I'm going to take up every floor. Every person will be working 100 files. I see an army of them. Walking, talking, anal retentive zombies who only believe me. Whatever Lee says, yes. That is my philosophy. So, what you are looking at is an engine. This is what I do for a living these days. I do still work for Short Sale Genius, shortsalegeni.us. I'll give you all the information, don't worry. That's if you want to do it yourself. There are people in here that will give you testimonials to no end about how wonderful Trent, Ryan, and myself are on the subject of working with real estate agents. I also do a couple of other things, because in the last 6 months I wasn't allowed to speak. People were afraid to let me talk to the public. Go figure. Somebody actually pointed that out. I thought, this is a true story. I hate to have a really weird, candid moment as we're just about wrapping things up. Very candid moment. I met with somebody a couple of weeks ago, and I said, yeah, I'm upset. I was really upset with Short Sale Genius. They basically stuck me in a corner and sequestered me. They called it sabbatical. And somebody made me look at it, and he goes, they were afraid of you. Holy crap, you were insane. I said, no, really. And he said, look at it from their point of view. You've got a company, you've got 1,000 agents, you've got to take care of these agents. They don't even trust you to talk to them at this point. Let them talk to people at this point. They were barely letting me do cold calls for a while. I mean, I wasn't allowed to do Q&A. I mean, it was a whole thing. I was wrong. I never saw it as people being afraid of me. I just thought you guys didn't want to hear what was right. Because in my mind, the right was the truth, and I didn't know the difference between truth and right. They were very clouded in my mind. You have to fundamentally understand all this. This is the truth. If you want to be successful at short sales, that's why I'm giving this stuff to you guys. I'm going to premiere this for Short Sale Genius people. I'm taking them on a 6-week Christmas present. I'm basically, their fee is covering the cost of setting this whole darn thing up. It's becoming more expensive than actually doing this, but this is a jump start, and this is what a real engine. So 6 months ago, I needed something to do. I started consulting with investors because nobody else wanted to work with them. It's the truth. Nobody wants to work with investors in short sales. They're afraid of them. And the ones that do short sales, they're afraid of them even more because I kind of started with John and Tanya, kind of got my feet wet and really good dinners during my crazy periods. And then I met Brian Way and his group, and I did my first consult, and then I worked with someone else, and I worked with somebody else, and I worked with somebody else, and then I started consulting and building engines for companies. What you're looking at is the perfected engine of short sales. That's the cookie cutter version. If I were to walk into somebody's office for my consulting fee, or I did one-on-one rebuild your office, the prices range anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 because I'll show you return on investment. I'm with you for 3 months. Trust me, I'll make it happen. I will improve the process. I'm more than happy to make it happen. What you're looking at this exact moment is basically 6 months of labor of figuring out how this works. There are 5 basic steps. When I do a consult, and here's what I'm going to ask you about your own offices so you can improve your offices. I'm doing this for Short Sale Genius people, and so you're going to kind of get the preview for the ones that bought into it here. The first question I ask is, how many people are working your short sale files? If you're one person, you can work safely with all the ends by yourself, 20 to 30. Okay? If there are 2 of you, you can jump up to 50 or 60. If there are 3 of you, you jump up to 100. Now know this about working short sale files on a team of 3 people. Anything above 80 without good process is chaos. Because if you're working short sales right now and it feels like you're spinning your wheel or you're pushing too hard or short sales have gotten harder, any of those perceptions, right? That's what we talked about today. Perceptions. It all comes back to what's broken in this cycle. These are all the cycles and where they all break down. So I'll go through it. The first important thing to do is marketing. I am not a fan of mass marketing. I have never been a fan of mass marketing. In fact, I have just released and starting to do my own marketing coaching, mentoring. I don't like the word mentoring. That would mean that somebody's, Coaching better. Do I strike you as a mentor? It means I'm going to work with inner city kids or something next or something. I'm going to read to the blind in my spare time. I don't think anybody's really going to buy that about me, but I can coach really good, okay? Coaching. What you see up there are the basics. Direct mail is the best, and you just have to remember the message. Your clients are going to be looking for loan mods or They're going to be looking for loan mods, or they're going to be looking for deed in lieu right now. So if I do marketing that's directed to that, then I will get a better response. Face-to-face is my favorite. That's why I'm doing this once a month. I'm showing you one of my models. I didn't expect monstrous turnouts today. Do I expect it by March? Absolutely I do. I'm going to send you guys out of here with flyers, and you're going to go tell 2 friends, and they're going to go tell friends. By March, first quarter, when my company's up and really running full steam here in Vegas, people will fight to get seats in this room month after month. Because people who've seen me will tell you the truth. I change every month. I am not slightly on the curve. I'm in front of the curve. I talk to agents, I talk to homeowners. I gotta be one step in front. Okay, it's what's made me a little more unique than everybody else. Yeah, I'm the former head loss mitigator. Yeah, I got a calculator. Yeah, I know how to escalate still. That's not enough. I just found out about new loan types and new, there's always a twist. Geez, I try to keep up and it's like, here's the new one. I keep up on them, okay? Face-to-face is important. What do I like? I tried it out a couple of weeks ago, and I'm thinking of doing it here in Vegas. I'm thinking of doing a mixer at the Blue Martini, where everybody just brings their short sale files, and we all go to bag karaoke night at the Blue Martini. All right, admittedly, it's a cougar bar as well, and that's why I might have joy in it. But I had actually put a Facebook post up that night about bring your files over. There wasn't a whole lot going on. What night was that? Wednesday,
Thursday? It was like a Thursday.
Thursday night with Steve? Is that a Thursday? Steve's like, why don't you have agents come over and bring their files? I'm like, there's people who do this in Arizona. Why not? What about a 5 or 6 o'clock happy hour short sale file extravaganza at the Blue Martini? That'd be fun.
With designated drivers.
Well, I don't drink, so I actually need something to do, so I can be designated driver as well. Face-to-face for yourself is easy. I'm going to give you guys a really simple one on face-to-face. You already have a sphere of influence of agents you work with, right? Why wouldn't you meet with them once a month at a mixer or at a meeting or something and just talk about short sales and to help them? Everybody laughed at me to no end when I said that my format was going to be to just go help people for free. It has not hurt me at all for making money, not even remotely. In fact, I've made more money. I just got another consult yesterday, okay? A private consult to me is free money. I don't really have to do anything. I go in once and I talk to them once a week. They're literally just giving me money for my knowledge. It's brilliant. I can go to Disneyland more often. I could really just sit on my rear end and do a couple consults, do a few things for Short Sale Genius, and have an extraordinary life. An extraordinary life. It's not enough. I've got to change the market and I've got to change the perception. If you do it, it will help me. It will also get you files, I promise. So go and help people for free. I've tried out Backpages and Craigslist. I tried all that stuff. So referral marketing and face-to-face, SEO's huge. Huge. Can't say it